Welcome back trainers, to PokePlayLab_DBSHQ. Today, I've got a brand new master deck build that's about to shake up the game. Greninja X and Chien-Pao X are teaming up, and trust me, this combo is a straight up menace to the meta. We're talking massive damage, slick combo plays, and tempo control that'll leave your opponents frozen and frustrated. Whether you're climbing the ladder or dominating locals, this master build is packing serious heat. Got your own YouTube channel? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to check it out and support you. Be sure to visit the community page to vote in our latest image poll and check the announcements playlist for news on tournaments, raffles, giveaways, and more. If you'd like to support the channel, you can donate through the Cash App link on the YouTube page. Your contributions mean the world and help me keep the content rolling. So buckle up, trainers. Let's unleash the storm with Greninja X and Chien-Pao X. Stay awesome, stay sharp, and as always, keep playing. First up, we're running 4 copies of Froakie, a basic water-type Pokemon with 60 HP. This card comes with 2 solid attacks. Hack for just 1 water energy. You can search your deck for up to 2 more Froakie and place them directly onto your bench, then shuffle. This is a great setup move to quickly swarm the board and prep for evolution into Frogadier. Hop also for 1 water energy. This attack deals a simple 10 damage, nothing crazy, but useful if needed. Froakie has a ×2 weakness to lightning types and a retreat cost of 1 colorless energy. This card is super useful for building early board presence and setting up for powerful evolution plays. Next up, we've got 3 copies of Frogadier, the stage 2 water-type Pokemon that evolves from Froakie. It has 90 HP and comes with 1 key attack. Numbing water for just 1 water energy. You flip a coin, and if it's heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is paralyzed. On top of that, it deals 20 damage. It's a great way to stall your opponent's strategy while setting up for your big plays. Frogadier has a ×2 weakness to lightning types and a retreat cost of 1 colorless energy. This card is all about disruption and momentum, buying you time and locking your opponent down while you prepare to bring out Greninja X. Now we have 4 copies of Greninja X, the star of the deck. This is a stage 3 Terra Pokemon that evolves from Frogadier. It's a fighting type with a massive 310 hydrogen phosphide, making it a powerful force on the battlefield. One thing many players forget is Greninja X's Terra ability. As long as it's on your bench, it can't take any damage from attacks, yours or your opponent's. That makes it a safe setup card while you build your board. Greninja X has 2 amazing attacks. Shinobi Blade for just 1 water energy. You deal 170 damage and get to search your deck for any card and put it into your hand. That's both power and consistency in one move. Mirage Barrage, discard 2 energy from Greninja X, and this attack does 120 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. You can spread this to knock out weak bench Pokemon or soften up 2 threats at once. Note: weakness and resistance don't apply to benched Pokemon. This is your main attacker in the deck. Its first attack hits hard and grabs any card you need. Its second attack spreads damage across the board, perfect for finishing off damaged Pokemon or pressuring your opponent's setup. Greninja X has a ×2 weakness to psychic types and a retreat cost of 1 colorless energy. Next up, we have 4 copies of Frigibax, a basic water-type Pokemon with 70 HP. It has 2 attacks. Chili for just 1 water energy, it deals 10 damage. Bite for 1 water and 2 colorless energy, it hits for 50 damage. Frigibax has a ×2 weakness to metal types and a retreat cost of 2 colorless energy. While it's not a heavy hitter on its own, Frigibax is essential for evolving into your stronger attackers later in the game, so it's key to getting your strategy going. Next, we have 2 copies of Arctibax, the stage 2 water-type Pokemon that evolves from Frigibax. It has 90 HP and comes with 2 solid attacks. Sharp Fin for 1 water and 1 colorless energy, it deals 40 damage. Frost Smash for 2 water and 1 colorless energy, it hits for 80 damage. Arctibax has a ×2 weakness to metal types and a retreat cost of 2 colorless energy. While not the centerpiece of the deck, Arctibax plays a critical role in evolving into your powerhouse attacker, so getting this card on the field is an important step in setting up your main strategy. Next up, we've got 3 copies of Baxcalibur, a stage 3 water-type Pokemon that evolves from Arctibax. It has a solid 160 hydrogen phosphide, 1 powerful ability, and 1 attack. Ability Super Cold. As often as you like during your turn, you can attach a basic water energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. Attack Buster Tail. For 2 water and 1 colorless energy, it deals 130 damage. This is one of the key engine cards in the deck, the main support piece that keeps your strategy flowing. You'll want Baxcalibur on your bench, using its super cold ability to power up your attackers every turn. Pair it with Greninja X to quickly load up 3 energy for Mirage Barrage, hitting 2 of your opponent's Pokémon for 120 each. Or Chien-Pao X, fueling its Hail Blade attack, which hits for 60 damage per water energy discarded. Baxcalibur helps you set up those massive plays instantly. It has a ×2 weakness to metal types and a retreat cost of 2 colorless energy. Next, we have 3 copies of Chien-Pao X, a basic water-type Pokémon with 220 hydrogen phosphide, featuring 1 ability and 1 powerful attack. Ability Shivery Chill. Once during your turn, if this Pokémon is in the active spot, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic water energy, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Then, shuffle your deck. Attack Hail Blade. For 2 water energy, you may discard any amount of water energy from your Pokémon. This attack does 60 damage for each card discarded this way. This card shines when paired with Baxcalibur. Chien-Pao X grabs water energy with Shivery Chill, then Baxcalibur's super cold ability lets you quickly attach those energy to your Pokémon. Together, they create explosive turns where Hail Blade can dish out massive damage, often scoring multiple knockouts in a single swing. Chien-Pao X has a ×2 weakness to metal types and a retreat cost of 2 colorless energy. Next up, we've got 1 copy of Cyrano. This supporter card lets you search your deck for up to 3 Pokémon X. Reveal them, and add them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. It's a super clutch card for grabbing key pieces like Greninja X or Chien-Pao X when you need them most. Whether you're setting up early or preparing for a big swing turn, Cyrano helps you find exactly what you need. Next up, we're running 4 copies of Arven. When you play this card, you can search your deck for 1 item card and 1 Pokémon tool card, reveal them, and add them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. This is super helpful for grabbing key cards like Earthen Vessel or Nest Ball to set up your board faster. Arven gives you consistency and flexibility, helping you grab exactly what you need, when you need it. Next we have 1 copy of Iono. This card has a powerful effect. Each player shuffles their hand and puts it on the bottom of their deck. Then, each player draws a number of cards equal to the number of their remaining prize cards. Now, Iono is a bit of a double-edged sword. It's great for refreshing your hand if you're low on options, but it can also disrupt your opponent's hand, especially if they're ahead and holding a big combo. You could completely mess up their game plan by forcing them into a smaller hand. But here's the catch, it works both ways. If your opponent has a bad hand, you might accidentally give them something better. That's why I only run 1 copy. It's a high-risk, high-reward play, and timing it just right can really shift the game in your favor. Next up, we've got 3 copies of Boss's Orders. This card lets you switch in one of your opponent's benched Pokémon into the active spot, which can be a total game changer. The key here is timing. Only play Boss's Orders when you know you can knock out that Pokémon right away. Whether it's to finish off a damaged threat or pick off a weaker target for a quick prize card. It's all about setting up that decisive play. That's why I run 3 copies. You don't always need it, but when you do, it can turn the game in your favor instantly. Use it wisely. Next, we have 1 copy of Airy. When you play this card, your opponent reveals their hand, and you discard up to 2 item cards you find there. This is a fantastic card for disrupting your opponent's strategy. By removing key item cards, Airy gives you hand control and can completely throw off your opponent's setup, especially if they're holding onto combo pieces or search tools. Next, we have 2 copy of Rourke. When you play this card, draw 2 cards, then take 1 basic energy card from your discard pile and add it to your hand. This card is great for both hand advantage and energy recovery. Not only do you get to refill your hand a bit, but you also recover a water energy, which can be huge mid-game. If Baxcalibur is already on your bench, you can immediately use its super cold ability to attach that recovered water energy to whichever Pokémon needs it most, keeping your setup strong and your momentum going. Next, we have 1 copy of Bill's Transfer. This card lets you look at the top 8 cards of your deck. Then reveal and add any number of Pokémon you find there to your hand. The rest get shuffled back into your deck. Bill's Transfer is what I'd call a high-risk, high-reward supporter. That's why I only run 1 copy. Sometimes, you might hit a dry spell and find no Pokémon at all, but more often than not, you'll pull 2 or 3 solid Pokémon to boost your setup. So while it's not always consistent, when it hits, it definitely helps smooth out your game. Now let's move on to our item cards. First up, we're running 2 copies of Rare Candy. This card allows you to skip the Stage 1 evolution and go straight from a basic Pokemon to a Stage 2, as long as you have the correct Stage 2 in your hand. Just keep in mind, you can't use Rare Candy on your first turn, and you can't use it on a basic Pokemon that was just put into play this turn. I include 2 copies of Rare Candy in this deck to help speed up my evolutions, especially for key cards like Greninja X or Baxcalibur. While I do run their Stage 1 forms, getting those Stage 2s out faster can really give you an edge and help you take control of the game early. And don't forget, when you play Arven, Rare Candy is a great item to search for if you're ready to evolve. Next up, we're running 3 copies of Energy Retrieval. This item card lets you take up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile and return them to your hand, which is incredibly useful, especially after attacking with Chien-Pao X. Since Hail Blade requires you to discard water energy to deal big damage, Energy Retrieval helps you recycle those discarded energies, keeping your momentum going and making sure you're ready for the next big attack. Next, we're playing 1 copy of Super Rod. This item lets you shuffle up to 3 cards from your discard pile back into your deck, in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy. While you can definitely mix it up, for example, shuffling back 1 Pokemon and 2 energy, I usually use Super Rod to recycle 3 water energy, keeping my energy count healthy and ready for future turns. Next, we're running 2 copies of Buddy Buddy Poffin. This item lets you search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less and put them directly onto your bench. Then you shuffle your deck. This card is super useful because in one turn, you can grab both Frigibax, 70 Hydrogen Phosphide, and Froakie, 60 Hydrogen Phosphide, setting up your key evolution lines fast. It also helps thin your deck, giving you better odds of drawing into trainers, energy, or evolutions later on. Next up, we're running 1 copy of Earthen Vessel, Ancient. You can only play this card if you discard another card from your hand, but in return, you get to search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, and add them to your hand, then shuffle. This is a powerful tool for grabbing exactly what you need: 2 water energy. Just be mindful of what you're discarding. Next, we have 1 copy of Night Stretcher. This item lets you put either a Pokemon or a basic energy card from your discard pile into your hand. It's a super flexible recovery card. Whether you need to get back a key Pokemon for your strategy or grab a basic energy to set up your next attack, Night Stretcher gives you that utility when you need it most. Next, we have 1 copy of Prime Catcher. This powerful card lets you switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon into the active spot, and if you do, you also have to switch your active Pokemon with one from your bench. This is perfect for pulling up a weaker opponent for an easy knockout. Just remember, you'll have to switch too. Next we have 3 copies of Nest Ball. This card lets you search your deck for a basic Pokemon and place it directly onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. Nest Ball is perfect for grabbing key pieces early, like Chien-Pao X, Frigibax, or even Froakie to start building your evolution line. These are our main targets, so running 3 copies helps ensure we see it early and consistently. Now let's move on to our energy cards. We're running 10 basic water energy in this deck. It's the perfect amount to fuel your attackers like Greninja X and Chien-Pao X, and it works perfectly with Baxcalibur's super cold ability to accelerate energy onto your board each turn. And that wraps up today's Master Deck profile. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, and smash that subscribe button to stay updated with more epic Pokemon TCG Master builds, tips, and strategies. I truly appreciate your support. It means the world and helps keep the channel going strong. Until next time, stay awesome, keep training, and I'll catch you in the next one here at PokePlayLab_DBSHQ. Peace.
Don't forget to subscribe!